Hello everyone. Today I want to share something that has touched many fans of Can Yaman and Sarah Bluma. It's not about a public event or a red carpet appearance, but rather an intimate, almost family-like moment that took place in Italy, at Can's own home. On a sunny afternoon, Can organized a barbecue in his garden. He cooked the meat himself while Sarah watched him with affection. But what stood out the most was the presence of Sarah's son from a previous relationship. The boy not only seemed comfortable, but happy. He looked at Can with curiosity and trust, as if that man already had a place in his little world. That simple scene spread across social media like wildfire, not because it was spectacular, but because it carried something deep. Can is not only committed to Sarah, but seems willing to take on an important role in her son's life too. Many interpreted that gesture, cooking for both, sharing a moment without cameras or statements, as a sign of maturity and commitment. Some even wondered if this is the beginning of something more serious, maybe a shared life or even an engagement. What's curious is that Can hasn't said a word, no posts, no explanations. And that silence, far from calming things down, fuels speculation. Is he building something real and lasting, or was it just an affectionate gesture without deeper intent? While some celebrate the image of a more human and responsible Can, others remain cautious. They remind us that bonding with a child takes more than a barbecue. It takes time, consistency, and dedication. Still, no one can deny that this moment changed public perception of him. Sarah, always discreet, looked relaxed, serene, even happy. There were no public displays of affection, but her gaze said it all. The atmosphere was peaceful, as if for a few hours the noise of the world had faded away. So the question is, could this be the beginning of a new chapter for them? Is Can really ready for a family life? Time will tell. But what we saw was something real, intimate, and in the world of fame, that means more than 1,000 words. Sometimes I wonder how she does it. How a woman like Demet has managed to remain so strong, so elegant, so true to herself while everything around her is filled with rumors, unfair comparisons, and baseless speculations. I believe the answer lies in her essence, a mix of strength, grace, dignity, and a sensitivity that not everyone sees at first glance. Demet doesn't need scandals to shine. She doesn't raise her voice or flood the headlines with made-up stories. She moves forward in silence, with steady steps, like a star that doesn't shout her light, but still illuminates everything around her. The way she has handled her career, personal life, and public image is a lesson for many. Always composed, as her fans say. Always dignified, even when attacked or dragged into controversies that don't belong to her.
I've often read the phrase, better alone than in bad company, and I feel that Demet embodies it. She's not a woman who settles. She doesn't seek companionship to fill a void. She chooses carefully, wisely. And if she must walk alone to protect her peace, she does it because she knows her worth, because she won't give herself to someone who can't truly see her. That kind of security, that composure, isn't improvised. It's built. And Demet has built it with effort, with unseen tears, with choices that likely hurt but helped her move forward. Many comment on her decision to spend more time in Italy. Of course, that raises doubts, criticisms, misunderstandings, but who are we to judge the path of someone who has already proven so much? Some say she's distancing herself from her homeland, her mother, her people. I see it differently. She's not running away, she's expanding. She doesn't abandon her roots, she carries them with her. Wherever she goes, Demet brings Turkey in her gestures, in her eyes, in that respectful aura that defines her. And in the midst of all this, there are still those who insist on tying her to a past that no longer belongs to her. They keep linking her to Can Yaman as if their story were frozen in time. But no, she has grown, he has changed, their paths no longer cross. And frankly, they don't need to. Demet doesn't have to go back. Her place is in the present, and above all, in the future. A future that looks bright, full of projects, new opportunities, and doors she has opened with her talent and discipline. I'm proud to see her represent so many women who've decided to take control of their lives. Women who don't ask for permission to shine, who aren't afraid of judgment, who stand back up even when the world wants them to fall. Demet is a mirror for many young women who dream of more, who want to prove that you can succeed without losing your dignity, without betraying yourself, without ceasing to be a woman in the noblest sense of the word. And that's why I get emotional when I read the messages of love and admiration she receives from Italy, from Turkey, from all over. Because her impact is real. She's not a trend. She's a presence that leaves a mark. And that mark is not easily erased. Demet is not just an actress. She is an example, an inspiration. And if one day she ever doubts herself, as we all do, she should remember this. Her value doesn't lie in awards or magazine covers. It lies in how she has stayed true to who she is, no matter what. And that, believe me, is worth more than any fame.